tossing and turning all night, waking up more tired than when you went to bed. You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. Sleep isn't what it used to be, is it? It's like your body is begging for rest, but your brain has other plans. And the older we get, the more those peaceful, uninterrupted nights feel like a distant memory. You might wake up 3-4 times a night, or maybe you fall asleep easily, but then you're wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wishing your brain had an off switch. But let me tell you, this isn't your fault. It's something millions of older adults go through. Our bodies change, hormones shift, muscles ache, and suddenly sleep feels like a battle. But here's the good news. You don't need sleeping pills or fancy gadgets. There are natural, gentle ways to support your body. And one of the most powerful is food. Yes, food. The right kinds, eaten the right way, can help signal to your brain that it's time to wind down and truly rest. Imagine crawling into bed and actually feeling sleepy, relaxed, calm, and ready for a full night of deep, refreshing sleep. Not drowsy from medication or knocked out by sugar crashes, but truly rested. Imagine waking up in the morning and not needing a nap by 10 a.m. because your body finally got the rest it needed. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's possible. And today we're going to talk about 7 everyday foods that can help you sleep like never before. Some of them are rich in natural melatonin, others help calm the nervous system, or balance your blood sugar so you don't wake up in the middle of the night. And best of all, you don't need to do anything drastic. No diets, no weird meal plans, just simple, enjoyable changes that can make a real difference. I'll even show you how to eat each one the right way, so you actually get the benefits, not just the hype. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end. Because food number 5 is something you probably already have in your kitchen, and once you learn how to use it right, it might just change your nights forever. As we get older, sleep doesn't come as easily, or stay as long as it used to. It's not just in your head. After the age of 60, the body naturally produces less melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. On top of that, we tend to wake up more often during the night, whether it's from aches and pains, needing the bathroom, or just not being able to fall into that deep sleep stage we once did without effort. And the effects go beyond just feeling tired. Poor sleep takes a toll on your memory, making it harder to focus or recall names and dates. It affects your balance too, increasing the risk of falls, something none of us want. Even your heart feels the impact. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, and without that repair time, blood pressure can rise, inflammation can increase, and your overall health starts to take a hit. What most people don't realize is how closely connected sleep is to what you eat. The right foods can actually support your body's natural rhythms. They can help you produce more melatonin, boost serotonin, the feel-good chemical that helps you relax, and supply important nutrients, like magnesium, that calm the muscles and nervous system. And then there's blood sugar. When your blood sugar drops too low in the middle of the night, it can wake you up, but with the right balance of protein, healthy carbs, and fats in your evening meals, your body can stay steady and relaxed through the night. So if your sleep has been off lately, if you're waking up groggy, struggling to stay alert during the day, or just feeling like your energy is always running on empty, take a closer look at what you're eating. Food isn't just fuel. It's one of the most powerful tools you have for helping your body feel calm, safe, and ready to rest. And we're about to explore 7 simple sleep-friendly foods that can help you do just that. Let's start with something sweet, simple, and surprisingly powerful: cherries. You might enjoy them in the summertime, or as a pie filling, but these little fruits pack a serious punch when it comes to sleep. What makes cherries so special is that they're one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the very hormone your body needs to fall asleep and stay asleep. As we age, our melatonin production starts to dip, which is one reason why sleep gets more difficult. But when you eat cherries, especially tart cherries, you're giving your body a gentle boost of what it's missing. And because they're natural, they support your body's rhythm instead of forcing it like a sleeping pill might. You don't need to overthink it, either. You can enjoy cherries fresh if they're in season, or frozen, which are just as effective and easy to find year-round. One of the simplest ways: tart cherry juice. Just a small glass, about half a cup to 1 cup, about an hour before bed can be enough to start calming your system and letting that melatonin do its job. I remember talking to a woman named Patricia, 72 years old, who had been struggling with sleep for years. She tried all the usual remedies, cutting out caffeine, using lavender sprays, even taking over-the-counter sleep aids, but nothing helped for long. Then she read about tart cherry juice, and figured she had nothing to lose. She swapped her usual late-night snack, a few cookies or crackers, for a glass of cherry juice instead. Within a week, she started sleeping more deeply. Within a month, she was waking up feeling rested, something she hadn't felt in years. It wasn't magic. It was just the right nutrient at the right time. That's the beauty of using food as medicine. When you support your body with what it naturally craves, it responds. So whether it's a handful of cherries, or a small glass of juice, you're giving your body a gentle nudge in the right direction, toward rest, recovery, and real sleep. Now if cherries are nature's lullaby, almonds are like a gentle hug for your nervous system. These little nuts are full of magnesium, a mineral that plays a huge role in helping your body relax. Magnesium doesn't just help with sleep, it helps relax tight muscles, calm your racing thoughts, and even lower the stress hormone cortisol, which is often the silent culprit behind those sleepless nights. And it's not just the magnesium. Almonds are also packed with healthy fats, especially those that support steady blood sugar levels through the night. That's important, because one of the reasons we wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. is that our blood sugar dips too low, and sends a signal to the brain to wake up. A few almonds in the evening can help keep those levels more stable, giving your body a better chance at staying peacefully asleep. The trick, though, is to keep it simple. You don't need a big handful or a fancy trail mix, just 10 to 12 plain, unsalted almonds about 30 to 60 minutes before bed is all it takes. You can eat them on their own, or if you want something a little more satisfying, try a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter and half a banana. That gives you magnesium, potassium, healthy fats, and a little bit of natural carbohydrate to ease you into sleep, all in one gentle snack. Now a quick word of caution: while almonds are incredibly healthy, they're also calorie-dense. Eating too many, or mixing them with sugary snacks like chocolate-covered versions or honey-glazed varieties, can actually do more harm than good. The goal here isn't to overload your system, but to nourish it, just enough to feel satisfied without feeling too full. One man I spoke with, Robert, 68, said he used to snack on chips or leftover dessert after dinner. He thought it helped him wind down, but really it was making his sleep worse. Once he swapped that habit for a small portion of almonds in the evening, he noticed he wasn't waking up as much. His body felt calmer, his digestion easier, and over time, he started falling asleep faster. It wasn't a huge lifestyle overhaul, just a quiet little change that worked with his body, not against it. Sometimes, it's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things at the right time. And almonds, when used wisely, can be one of those quiet heroes that helps your body finally find the rest it's been craving. There's something about kiwi that surprises people, not just the bright green color, or the sweet tart flavor, but the powerful impact it can have on sleep. It's easy to overlook, maybe because it seems like just another fruit, but kiwi is loaded with antioxidants, and something even more important for your sleep: serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that helps regulate your mood, your digestion, and most importantly, your sleep-wake cycle. It's like a bridge between being awake and drifting off. And what makes kiwi special is that it naturally boosts your body's serotonin levels, helping you ease into a deeper, more restful sleep, without the grogginess that comes with pills or supplements. On top of that, kiwi is rich in vitamin C, potassium, and other antioxidants that support overall brain and nerve health. That matters, because the healthier your nervous system, the more easily your body can transition into the calm, steady rhythm needed for quality sleep. And since kiwi is light and easy to digest, it won't sit heavy in your stomach or spike your blood sugar like many late-night snacks do. The best way to enjoy it: just 1 or 2 fresh kiwis about an hour before bed. You can eat them sliced or scooped out with a spoon, skin and all if you're feeling adventurous, because the skin actually contains even more fiber and nutrients. Just be sure to wash them well first. I remember getting a message from a man named George, 74, who had been struggling with insomnia for over a decade. He tried every over-the-counter remedy, listened to relaxation tapes, even started avoiding naps. Nothing helped. Then he read about kiwi, and figured, why not? He started eating 2 kiwis every evening after dinner. The first few nights were subtle. He didn't notice much, but by the second week, he told me something shifted. He wasn't waking up as often, and more importantly, he felt calmer in the evenings, like his body knew it was time to settle down. It's a small fruit, but don't underestimate it. Sometimes the most powerful changes come in the simplest packages. When you give your body what it truly needs, like the serotonin and antioxidants packed into a kiwi, it responds in ways that can feel nothing short of life-changing. Now let's talk about something warm, comforting, and probably already sitting in your pantry: oatmeal. Most people think of oats as a breakfast food, but they can actually be a powerful tool for better sleep, especially when eaten in the evening. Oatmeal contains a special mix of nutrients that work together to support your body's natural sleep rhythm. First, it's a complex carbohydrate, which means it digests slowly, and helps keep your blood sugar steady through the night. No spikes, no crashes, just a gentle calming effect on your body. It also has something else your body loves: tryptophan. That's the amino acid that helps produce serotonin, which then converts to melatonin. So with just one small bowl of oats, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to wind down naturally. And when you pair oatmeal with a bit of banana or a dash of cinnamon, you're adding even more sleep-friendly benefits. Bananas offer potassium and magnesium, both known to relax muscles. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar and adds warmth, without the need for added sugar. Now this is where it gets important: sugar. So many people unknowingly sabotage their sleep by eating sugary snacks at night. Cookies, cakes, even seemingly healthy granola bars can spike your blood sugar quickly, which might feel satisfying at first. But the crash that follows is what often wakes you up hours later, leaving you restless and groggy. Oats do the opposite. They give your body a slow, steady source of fuel that helps you stay asleep instead of being jolted awake when your blood sugar dips. The key is to keep your bedtime portions small. You don't want a big heavy bowl, just a few spoonfuls to satisfy and support. About 90 minutes before bed is ideal. It gives your body time to digest, and lets that warm, cozy feeling kick in as you settle in for the night. I once heard from a woman named Evelyn, in her late 60s, who had been dealing with nighttime wake-ups for years. She'd get sleepy around 9 or 10, but always found herself wide awake at 1 or 2 a.m. tossing and turning. A dietitian suggested a small bowl of oatmeal in the evening, and she gave it a shot. Not only did she stop waking up hungry in the middle of the night, but she also noticed her mind felt calmer before bed, like her body was finally getting the message that it was okay to rest. It's a gentle shift, but oatmeal isn't just food. It's comfort, nourishment, and one of the quietest, most effective ways to tell your body it's time to sleep. Bananas might be one of the most underrated sleep-supporting foods out there. They're so common, so familiar, that we tend to overlook just how powerful they can be, especially when it comes to helping the body relax and unwind before bed. What makes bananas special is their perfect combination of potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that act like natural muscle relaxants. They help reduce tension, ease cramps, and calm the nervous system. That's especially important for older adults, because so much nighttime discomfort, those restless legs, tight hips, or the feeling like you just can't settle, can come from low levels of these key nutrients. But bananas don't stop there. They also contain natural carbohydrates, and those gentle carbs help transport tryptophan into the brain. Tryptophan, as you may remember, is that calming amino acid that gets turned into serotonin, and then melatonin, the very chemicals your body needs to fall asleep. So when you eat a banana before bed, you're not just having a snack, you're giving your body a nudge toward relaxation from the inside out. You can eat a banana on its own, of course, or pair it with something you've already learned about, like a spoonful of almond butter or a warm bowl of oats. But one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to get all these sleep-supporting nutrients is in a simple bedtime smoothie. All you need is one ripe banana, half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, a small handful of oats, and a dash of cinnamon. Blend it together, and you've got what I call the banana bedtime smoothie. It's creamy, comforting, and perfectly balanced to help your body settle down. Some people even add a little magnesium powder or flaxseed for extra support, but even just the basics are enough. There was a man named James, 71, who shared his experience with me. He used to get these leg cramps at night. Just as he was falling asleep, his calf would tighten up and wake him. It was happening almost every night. He started drinking the banana smoothie about an hour before bed, and within a week the cramps had nearly stopped. Not only that, he was falling asleep faster and waking up fewer times during the night. Bananas are easy to find, easy to digest, and naturally designed to help your body do what it's meant to do: rest, restore, and recover. It's proof that sometimes the simplest things, the ones we've had in our kitchens all along, are the things that make the biggest difference. Turkey might bring to mind big holiday meals and sleepy afternoons on the couch, and there's actually a scientific reason for that. Turkey is rich in tryptophan, the amino acid we've talked about before, that helps the body produce serotonin and melatonin. But what's especially useful about turkey is how directly it supports the brain's natural wind-down process. Tryptophan doesn't act like a sedative, it's more like a quiet messenger telling your brain, it's okay to relax now. Now here's the key, you don't need a Thanksgiving-sized plate to feel the benefit. In fact, too much turkey, or any heavy meal late at night, can actually do more harm than good, by triggering indigestion, bloating, or discomfort that keeps you awake. The goal here isn't to feel full, it's to feel nourished, calm, and ready to rest. That's why a small serving, just a few ounces, is more than enough. Pair it with some light, steamed vegetables, like zucchini, spinach, or carrots, and you've got a gentle, sleep-friendly dinner that won't weigh you down. I often get questions about portion sizes, especially from older adults who are trying to eat healthier but aren't sure how much is too much at night. Here's a simple rule of thumb: your protein serving, like turkey, should be about the size of your palm, no need to go bigger. In fact, going smaller and lighter in the evening usually leads to better sleep. And keep the sauces and gravies to a minimum. Too much salt, sugar, or fat can mess with your digestion and throw off your sleep. One woman I spoke to, Margaret, age 76, had the habit of eating late dinners, lots of bread, creamy sides, and second helpings. She thought feeling full would help her fall asleep faster, but it actually made her nights restless and uncomfortable. When she scaled back to a small serving of lean turkey, with a side of warm veggies, she said it was like night and day. She didn't feel bloated, she fell asleep quicker. And for the first time in years, she started waking up without that heavy, sluggish feeling. Turkey doesn't have to be a big deal. You can cook it in advance, keep a few slices in the fridge, and just reheat a small portion in the evening. Keep it simple, let it do what it's meant to do: quiet the mind, ease the body, and prepare you for deep restorative sleep. Chamomile tea is one of those gentle bedtime traditions that stood the test of time, and for good reason. It's more than just a cozy drink. Chamomile contains a natural antioxidant called apigenin, which binds to receptors in the brain that promote sleepiness and reduce anxiety. It works like a soft whisper in your nervous system, telling your body and mind that it's safe to let go of the day. What makes chamomile special isn't just the science behind it, it's also the ritual. The act of slowing down, brewing a warm cup, wrapping your hands around it, and sipping it slowly in the quiet of the evening, that itself helps signal to your brain that it's time to shift gears. Unlike other teas, chamomile is completely caffeine-free, so you don't have to worry about it interfering with your sleep. To get the most out of it, try brewing a cup about 30 minutes before bed. Let it steep for at least 5 minutes, so it's nice and strong. If you like a little sweetness, add a teaspoon of raw honey. Not only does it make the tea more enjoyable, but honey can also support serotonin production and give your brain just a hint of natural sugar to prevent blood sugar dips during the night. But here's something people often overlook: don't pair your tea with food. Chamomile works best on an empty or lightly filled stomach. If you've already had your light evening snack, maybe a banana or a few almonds, wait a bit before drinking your tea. Drinking it alongside heavy or greasy foods can dull its effect and actually make your body work harder instead of relaxing. One of the most powerful things you can do is create a simple nighttime tea ritual. Dim the lights, turn off the TV, put your phone aside. While the tea brews, maybe play some soft music or take a few slow breaths. When you sip, do it slowly. Feel the warmth, let your shoulders drop. This isn't just a drink, it's a message to your entire system. The day is done, you've done enough. Now it's time to rest. A woman named Clara, 80 years old, and full of wisdom, told me once that chamomile tea became her secret to better sleep. After years of tossing and turning, she didn't just drink it, she made it part of a nightly rhythm, and every evening, it became her invitation to peace. That quiet moment, that one small cup, made all the difference. Sometimes the most healing things in life come in the gentlest forms, and chamomile tea is a perfect example. Soft, calming and deeply nourishing for both body and soul. Now that we've explored each of these powerful sleep-supporting foods, let's take a moment to bring it all together. You've got 7 natural science-backed options that aren't just good for your body, they're gentle allies for your nighttime routine. Cherries for their natural melatonin, almonds with their calming magnesium, kiwis, rich in serotonin and antioxidants, oatmeal, the comforting, slow-burning carb that keeps blood sugar steady, bananas, with that perfect mix of potassium, magnesium, and tryptophan, lean turkey to signal your brain it's time to rest, and finally, chamomile tea, your warm soothing send-off into sleep. You don't need to eat all 7 every night. In fact, the real magic comes from finding the right combination that works best for your body. That's where a simple 1-week sleep like never before challenge can make a big difference. For the next 7 nights, try picking 1 or 2 of these foods and making them part of your wind-down routine. Rotate them, mix and match. For example, one evening, you might enjoy a warm bowl of oatmeal with banana. The next night, maybe a small turkey dinner followed by chamomile tea. Another evening, try tart cherry juice and a few almonds. Keep it light, simple, and consistent. To make the most of it, grab a notebook or even a small sleep journal. Each night, write down what you ate before bed, how long it took you to fall asleep, and how rested you felt in the morning. Over time, you'll start to see patterns. Maybe kiwi helps you drift off faster, or maybe chamomile gives you the deepest sleep. Everyone's body is a little different, and that journal becomes your personal guide to discovering what truly works for you. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes, it's about giving your body and brain the right tools to relax, reset, and heal. And now, with this knowledge in your hands and the right foods in your kitchen, you're well on your way to turning bedtime into something you actually look forward to. You've made it this far, you're learning, you're taking action, and you're honoring your body's need for rest. That's something to be proud of. So now the question is, what will you try tonight? Will it be a warm bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon, a ripe banana blended into a soothing smoothie, or maybe just a calming cup of chamomile tea to ease you into sleep? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, and let me know which of these sleep-friendly foods you're excited to try first. Your journey might just inspire someone else who's struggling with the same restless nights. And if this video helped you, even in a small way, please share it with a friend or loved one who could use better sleep too. Maybe it's your sister who wakes up at 3 a.m. every night, or your neighbor who's tried every pill under the sun. Let's support each other. Because good sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a foundation for living well, thinking clearly, and feeling strong at any age. We're building a community here, people who care about their health, their minds, and their quality of life. So let's keep going, keep learning, and most importantly, let's sleep better, together. Thanks for watching. Now go make tonight your best night of sleep yet.